Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. As you could see on there, my name is Nurul Fadlat Idris, and in this occasion, I will present the novel that I chose to read, which is See You and Venus by Victoria Finessa. Let's just get started. Welcome to the introduction of the novel. So, See You and Venus is written by Victoria Finessa, and I will talk about the author's background first. She's a screenwriter, author, and novelist, of course, with one passion, which is to write stories that touch people's heart. And three of her scripts are currently under development, and also See You in Venus is her debut novel. Victoria was born in Oviedo, 1974, and graduated in psychology and began to write books on personal growth and well-being. Sion Venus is published by De La Corte Press, and for your information, Victoria is the only Spanish woman that has managed four original scripts into Hollywood market and also four films already in the works. Next, we will talk about the novel overview a little bit, which is the genre of this novel is romance novel with motivated storyline. We will talk a little bit longer because we will talk about the plot summary or overview of the novel. So I bring my note here actually. Sion Fanus follows Mia and Cal on adventure through Spain to find Mia's birth mother actually. And growing up in the foster system, Mia doesn't know much about her family but is determined to find her mother after through research, and she finally finds 10 lists of them of her future birth mother to become. And Kyle is trying to overcome his grief after a tragic accident actually in the beginning of the novel where Livesey's friend seriously injured and one of them was died. Though Mia has always had a foster family and seems to be on good terms, but with her current foster mother and siblings, she knows next to nothing about her biological family. What did bring she to find her birth mother is a necklace and a birth certificate that are all she has to go off. And Mia does have a health complication that throws a wrench in her plans while also showing the reader, I thought, because Mia has a strong character that we understand that her mission is so important to her. After a tragic car accident, Kyle is left in the state of mind that concerns his parents. But after he meets Mia in concerning manner, in a scene where Kyle is trying to hurt himself because what was happening, but she decides to take him under her wing and go with Mia on a Spain adventure. In the end, both teens learn that they don't have to let the actions on their past define them. Mia doesn't have to be victim of her circumstances, and Carl is allowed to move on from one of the hardest times in his life. Yeah. Uh, we talked about the character. I thought three important characters in this novel, which is Mia, Kyle, and also Noah Green. Noah Green, which is the the character that make them knowing each other, I thought. So Mia, I personally think that she is very positive, has a beautiful soul, bluntly charming, pretty, passionate, and hardworking. Meanwhile, Kyle, he is a cool person, passionate, smart, responsible, and kind. While Noah, actually, he was not talked a lot in the novel, but he had an important role for this Spain adventure. He is motivating, hardworking, and also kind. So three important characters in this novel: Mia, Kyle, and also Noah Green. The writing style of this novel is quite quite good, quite fun because Sion Venice is her debut novel, Victoria Veneza, which is, I thought, um, a little bit mind blowing for me to read it. And the quote and the passage of the novel, um, we will talk in the end of this presentation where I will mention my closing thought of this novel. Time and place, which is in Spain, mostly in Spain, and time is about the future. They talk a little bit about the past accident where Leif Noah Green died, and yeah, something about that. Personal reflection. I thought their love story is quite fast and also not 100% pure, even though they pass several ways to get to a beautiful ending. But when I read this novel, uh, I didn't find that their love was very, very beautiful because Mia was sick and Kyle, like, I thought, like, they seemed to be forced to fall in love each other's because of the storyline. I don't know. So if I have to recommend this novel, yes, I would because actually this novel gives me a lot of moral value about life. I will talk a little bit about this whole summary of the novel. Okay, here, as you could see, I place it Mia as the first character that starting this novel where she really wants to meet her mother, and Kyle, which is had a little bit trauma of the accident, then finally decide to end his life. But at the same time, Mia is helping Kyle uh, without Kyle's know that Mia already know Kyle because Kyle is Noah's friend, which Noah also Mia's best friend. And then Mia tried to force Kyle to join in the Spain trip where actually Noah was the original people who joined the trip to the Spain. But because Noah's died, so Mia replaced Noah with Kyle. And then they began their trip to Spain. And in the middle of the novel, Kyle later know that Mia's sick. Mia was Mia sick. Mia is sick, and she had a complicated heart that makes this trip. Firstly, is is pending because Kyle feel that he didn't want to lose Mia like he lost Noah. So Kyle thought that these two people had to back to where they are to get the operation of Mia. But then Mia was really tried hard to find his mom. Then in the in the line in the line of story, they finally found her mom, her Mia's mom, and then back to where they are. Yeah, it's simply like that. We finally arrived at the conclusion of this novel, where the summarized case of the points, as I already told before, that this novel had a quiet, good storyline where Mia and Kyle finding their true life through this Spain trip. And as what I said before in the earlier of this presentation, that I will mention my quote and passage in the last of this presentation. As a closing thought, I will mention that it is actually a good reminder for young people today that despite the way we grow up or what you're exposed to, because you can still choose to lead a life whatever direction you choose. And the quote and the passage that I really love to share with you after reading this novel is it was actually consist in the end of the novel where Mia said that I thought my trip to Spain was about my past, but it was really about my future. To find someone so full and to find someone that really keep me. Uh, and in the end, Mia said that I've always think my Venus is a place, but turns out my Venus is a person. That quote actually giving me a goosebumps when I read it because it's actually a little bit plot twist where not really big, but it's and with very good ending where they finally going in another trip with another fan and another different story. So um, Mia and Kyle actually have lived happily ever after in the end of the novel. So that's all from me. That's all from the novel that I read, which is See You and Vanos. Um, because this is the last task of reading, I want to say thank you, Mister. Thank you, Pawali, for guiding us in this matkul, in this subject of this reading. I personally get a lot of uh, knowledge. So thank you. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.